we're going to do 2 of these here. Let's take a look here. You have, oops, I'm going to make this marker smaller. We have a -8 and you have a -4 here. Now we're going to go to the middle. Some kids ask, Ms. Munoz, is this a -4 or is it -4? They both mean the exact same thing. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the middle. You don't go to the front here. You go to the middle. And you're going to do what we call change opposite. We change the sign into addition. So we're going to change the subtraction sign into an addition sign. And then afterwards, my second step is to do the opposite. Now, if I'm going to do the opposite, I do have to look at that sign and ask myself, what is the opposite of +4? I know it's not a -4 because there's no additional negative sign. There would be 2 negatives here. But this does not have an additional negative sign. So when I did the change, I'm going to do the opposite of a +4, would be a -4. Now I have a -8 and -4. Well, you know when you have a -8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to add to it a -4. They're all negatives. I don't have room in here, but I'm going to write my answer here. So you're going to do -12 is your final answer. You cannot cross anything out. Once again, you have 1 and you're going to take 4 from the 1. So you know your answer has to be negative because it's smaller a number first and then a larger number after it. Well, we can't really say it's larger, it's negative, but more impactful as well. So we're going to go in here, we're going to do change and then opposite. I'm going to change my sign from subtraction to addition. And then I'm going to do the opposite of a +4, which would be a -4. So I have +1, a 1 positive. I'm going to add to it -4, 4 negatives, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can cancel out this. They're polar opposites. And what am I left with? I'm left with 3 negatives. And that's the sign. Now, it looks different than this. If I had 1 minus a -4, sometimes you'll have a parenthesis around it as well. Sometimes it'll look just like this. Then how would that be different? Well, it would be different because I'm going to go in here, I'm going to change, let me close this off, change my sign. Now I'm going to do the opposite. Notice how there's a negative here and there wasn't one there? I'm going to do the opposite of a -4, which would be a +4. You basically have 1 plus 4, and 1 plus 4 is 5. This was different because when you did the first step, change, when I changed this, there was no extra negative sign like there is here. There was nothing. So I did change opposite. What does the negative sign say? The negative sign basically is saying this, the opposite. It's basically saying, what's the opposite of a +4? A -4. What's the opposite of a +4? A -4. What's the opposite of a -4? A +4. It basically says the words opposite. And then you actually make the opposite. That's what the negative actually is saying.